Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess. We have the Lamb has come out immediately for you guys. This is a love reading. So it's a message for your heart. We're going to pull a card for a message for your heart, and we're going to pull a message in terms of interconnectedness, about how we've got the sea serpent has just come out for that, how you're connecting and feeling one with the world or with other people. And then we're going to look at a specific relationship or themes that might be coming up in relationships. So this is a general reading, Virgo, so it may or may not resonate. If it does, there will be an extended in reading, and the link will be in the description box below. So you can pop over to Vimeo for that, where we'll look at how about how your person feels about you. Let's have a look further into the future. So let's get started, shall we? We've got 3 cards have come out for you here, Virgo. We've got cheetah, and then I want to put hummingbird and octopus together. So like this. So shall I get started? I think I do want to just get started, Virgo, before I even start doing everything else. So, and then we're going to look at past, present, and future energies as well for you. Hummingbird and octopus and cheetah. Now, I actually really feel like you're the cheetah in this, even though it's presenting as a fire energy. The cheetah, the upward pointed triangle, is fire. I feel like you're heading straight for somebody here, and this person is, I think, struggling with doing too much in their life. I think you're really wanting to help somebody here. They've taken on too much and they're finding it hard to replenish themselves. They're finding it hard to find that joy. This could be exhaustion, emotional exhaustion, burnout. It could be like a creative block, someone that's just doing too much and can't kind of get through to the next stage. And this is kind of the person you're dealing with here. And I feel like you're just heading straight for them. You're like, I'm pretty sure you need my help right at this moment in time. And so you can see someone else struggling, and you feel their struggle. So yeah, I think that this other person's going to really appreciate you coming in. As a message for your heart is this Lamb energy. And you know, this is such a beautiful childlike energy. I'll put the sea serpent down for the moment as a message from your heart. This is really a vulnerable energy. It's a new, fresh energy as well that's coming through here. So it's saying that there's a vulnerability. I feel like this is you, but it could be the other person. There's a vulnerability that's coming up here. Someone needs to kind of be protected. It could be involving a child or an inner child. It's this sense that there's some innocence here, which is actually really beautiful. This beautiful innocence, but there is a vulnerability here. So I feel the need to tread carefully to make sure that this person is looked after and nourished and nurtured through to the next stage. And this, I feel, relates a lot to you, Virgo, as well. So if this is not you, this is relating to the other person. It's actually saying don't give too much of yourself, because you need to be looking after yourself as well. So it seems really important. And your interconnectedness, the sea serpent, I think, at this time there is this sense of some relationships will be completing. There will be a sense of people might be surprising you as well with how they're behaving or how they're acting. I feel like there's change. There's change in connections that's happening here, and there's a cycle here with the sea serpent. So it will either move on to the next phase or it will end, but you're kind of at the end of a transition here. It's like, so I do think you'll see changes in your relationships with people. The sea serpent the snake is also a protective and mothering energy as well. You know, snakes protect their eggs, protect their young. And so there's something about protecting something vulnerable and new in your life that's coming up in relation to your heart that needs to be looked after. And so let's pull some cards for this relationship that's come up. And, you can always swap the positions. You could feel like you're the octopus, the person that's not sinking, but maybe drowning in, could be drowning in sorrows, could be drowning in too much work and stress. It's just a sense that they're going down and they're finding it harder and harder to find that joy in life. So I'm going to pull some, and for you, I feel like it might be you feel like you need to fix it as well. Other than just helping, it could be that really wanting to fix it and help this person. So I'm going to pull some cards for the recent past and present and future for this relationship that's coming up here. And I mean, there seems to be a very strong theme of nourishment and vulnerability that's coming through all in all with this reading, Virgo, because it's, if you're helping someone that is struggling, it also always, every time you have it always kind of reflects the opposite back to you. It projects back to you. So it's like helps you look at where you're nurturing yourself, where you're struggling, where it kind of looks at those things within you as well, where you can be asking for more support rather than are you the one giving all the time rather than receiving. And there's all these questions that come up. We have the devil energy at the bottom. So, yeah, I feel like this person is struggling with something. It could be feeling very stuck, but they do feel like they're going down. It could be stuck in a toxic relationship. It could be stuck in fear, very much stuck in fear. It could be stuck in debt. There could be a lot of financial debt, or it could be addictions or things like that that's coming out is the energy of that. So let's kick off looking at this in a little bit more detail in the past, present and future energies by starting off with an angel card. So what message do you have for Virgo around this, angels? What message do you have for Virgo around this? We've got the card that just sort of flew out in the near future. So it does feel like there's going to be a significant event or conclusion, or something's going to happen that's going to be significant in the near future. So we'll look into that a little bit further, but it's kind of giving you a bit of a date that things that you might be hoping for or things that are happening are going to happen kind of pretty soon. So we have for the recent past, we've got the Three of Wands, the Page of Cups and the Seven of Wands. And I feel like this is, sorry, I'm just trying to hold these up for you, Virgo. There is a sense that I feel like there has been some kind of misunderstanding here in a relationship where someone has felt the need to either apologize and maybe justify their behavior, and the other person's turned their back on them somehow. So there is this sense of someone knows that they've done the wrong thing here. I feel like it's your person who knows they've done the wrong thing, and you're off kind of just going, I'm doing my thing, I'm looking for new growth, I'm looking for for reward, for actions here and results. I'm looking for results here. And, this other person's kind of apologizing and justifying for perhaps why they're not meeting those results, or perhaps why they're not living up to some kind of expectation, or they've let somebody down somehow. There's some kind of disappointment here in a behavior that's occurred. So we're going to look at the present energy. We've got the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. That Page of Cups also could be, an offer of love, someone saying unexpectedly, oh, I really do love and respect you, but I'm struggling. And that can also be what's happened as well in the recent past. We have for the future, we've got the Lovers card, the Queen of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So there is this sense of the Queen of Pentacles, interestingly, is like the opposite of the devil. It's the antidote to the devil energy. It's the nurturing energy. It's making good decisions about finances, your body, your health, all of that sort of stuff, your world, to make it a stable, abundant, replenished, nourished world. But we've got the Lovers here. So There seems to be, I do feel like this could be a situation where there is love here between the two of you, and there is kind of, trying to nurture this relationship, but things are kind of not, it's trying to make things and move things forward well, but it is required to, there's delays, there's stagnation as well, there's needing to surrender to a situation with the Hanged Man. So I do feel like with this that someone's trying really hard to fix the situation, and that's kind of what I'm getting with the cheetah energy. But there is this sort of energy that is blocking it a little bit with that Hanged Man energy. Things have turned on their head, and it's stopping things from moving forward, from progressing forward. So we look at the near future. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Page of Swords. So the Nine of Pentacles is, I feel like a lot has come up and someone kind of gets on the other side. I feel like this is your person gets on the other side, and they're kind of just happy to be in their own energy for a while, maybe happy to be on their own. A lot has come up out of this process. And so it's like they might need to be, I'm getting a lot of addiction kind of energy around this. It doesn't necessarily have to be that but so that Nine of Pentacles could be like going into some sort of rehab clinic or something, like spending some time working on themselves, being happy on themselves. A lot has come up, and then you're waiting for news, waiting for more information to see how they've gone, how things have gone. And so it's very much for you, I feel like there's the waiting game to see there is recovery on their behalf. It doesn't have to be related to addiction, like I said, but it's a sense that they've made it over the other side, and there is this need for them to recover and be in their own space. And so there is an opportunity of a new beginning here, of a rebirth, but it's just waiting. I feel like you're waiting for news about what's been happening with them. And so that's why I'm getting in the near future, things will you will find out more. And we'll have a look at this more in the Vimeo deep read. We'll look into this a little bit deeper and find out what's actually really going on here. Look a step further into the future and see what kind of news might come out of this. We will pull a card from the universe around this connection. So yeah, I do feel like this is someone that there's love in this relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, like I said, but it could be. But this other person is struggling. They're struggling, but I do feel like they get over to the other side. And look what cards came out. Vulnerability. Remember we were talking about that? That seemed to be a really important theme that was coming out. And keep your dreams alive. So there's this real sense of encouragement from the universe to keep going, to keep trying, to don't give up on this, don't lose belief in this person or this relationship or where this is at, because there is a sense that there's a lot of healing here for somebody that's going through something and struggling quite a fair bit. So I feel like it's actually really, really positive. And I don't feel like it is you, Virgo. I feel like you're watching somebody and trying to help them or fix them or very heavily involved with them. But, I mean, like I said, you can reverse. But there does seem to be a positive shift in the reading, which is really good. And like I said, we will look at that a little bit further in the Vimeo deep read. So if this is really resonating with you, the link for that will be in the description box below. But if this is where I'm leaving you, I feel like there is a positive outcome coming in the near future. And like I said, a lot of things are shifting and changing in your world with that sea serpent energy. And so it's important, even though you might feel like you can offer something to this other person, it's really important to look after yourself too, Virgo. So thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. I always love hearing your comments. And take care, Virgo. Thank you. Bye.